Okay, they go back for the silencer. This is something Lava has run actually quite a bit. I think they've ran this hero more than anyone, specifically for Moose.
I don't. I'm not crazy about it. You've got decent team fight here, but
10 seconds remain.
I would have preferred to see like a position four with disable to
5
deal with
seconds
a
remain.
potential Terra Blade or Phantom Lancer pickup, and they take the Morphling.
Ooh, okay. So that's a deny pick, I think, a little bit, but it's also really good here because you get to pick this up into the Dark Willow. So Aghanim Scepter, super value on this hero if you end up getting there, but you don't really have to. You still have other options, most likely.
10 seconds.
But now you're going to
Mhm.
need some form of burst for this Morphling, right? You got to have something that
5
can deal with this hero
seconds.
because right now you don't really have that.
Then I say just go for the Phantom Lancer. Great against Tidehunter outside of the lane. It's great against the Morphling. It's pretty good against the Silencer as well. You have a lot of dispels or deal with the silence.
Ooh.
You've got Doppelganger. You've got usually you pick up the Manta style. Ogre Magi isn't really a major concern either. Go for the PL, I say.
Hit me with the Anti-Mage, man. That's what I say.
You want to see Anti Mage
I
here?
think it's a good
I
Anti-Mage
mean,
game.
we've been 50-50 on the Anti Mage, haven't we?
It's had some really good performances. Um, I think for the most part, it really just comes down to it being like a okay. They go Juggernaut. It's a weird looking Anti-Mage,
It's
but
yeah. That show's gotten a little bit more popular recently.
yeah, Jug. I
I
think
mean,
here is just safe with the Magnus is the idea.
yeah. Mm. I'm not a fan.
10
I
seconds.
heavily prefer Morphling in this matchup.
Yeah, I do too. This is a
5
Kostabila is
seconds
like one of
remaining.
his best heroes though. Like Juggernaut, he plays exceptionally well and he almost always has a good performance on it. So I imagine he's going to feel pretty strong into the Tidehunter lane here. You also can just get rid of the curse, which is super easy. And
It
if
is
it is the
raining
5
stone.
Enchantress, which we're expecting, enchant into Blade Fury is a fantastic combo. So
Yeah,
Silencer has to be very careful with his positioning this game.
yeah. Tanager does as well. Puck banned out now, so they're worried about just overwhelming team fight or them doing the same thing that they were trying to do
10
in the last
seconds
game.
remain.
You don't want to get locked in place or have their coils snapped by Dark Willow, be all
5
forced to group up
seconds.
and then hit by an RP as well. Moose was very on point with those in the last game, so to give anything that'll assist him setting up these RPs, it'd be a massive mistake. They get rid of the Kunkka. I think you could use a little bit more frontline and early game damage, so Kunkka ban out does make sense. Uh, when I see Leo style the mid lane these days, the heroes I think of
10
immediately are like his Wind
seconds.
Ranger and his Lina. But I'm not sure they'll pick either of those this game. I think they need something that
5
can be a little bit more
seconds.
active into the front of the fight.
I'm trying to think what I mean, you got to pick something that can like dive this backline here on 4 Zoomers, something that can go in with this Magnus. Uh, so the puck ban makes a lot of sense, but I
It's
think, okay,
turn
they
to
end up just
battle.
banning his Lena, which is, that has been
Gunner's
something,
Lina.
yeah, Gunner has done a lot. And then they banned the Storm Spirit. We talked yesterday about why Storm Spirit Silencer is so good. So makes sense that they
Yeah,
actually banned that one out.
yeah. I guess you do have a backline that you want to protect against the silencer. Like the global silence comes out at the same time, but
10
the storm wants to
seconds
jump the
remain.
enchantress of the dark will. There's not much you can do to counter that one out.
5 seconds
Ugh,
remain.
excuse me. I'm
Radiant
yawning. This
structures
draft is
fortified.
boring. I want the
Ember
action. They take the
Spirit.
Ember Spirit instead. Another hero with backline jump. It's super popular during TI. This hero did get nerfed the Aghanim Scepter and his ultimate. It's got a cast point now, which makes it a little bit slower, but I feel like it's still a solid pickup. What are they
Absolutely.
picking last year on Zoomers?
It also makes a really
10
good and like
seconds.
another secondary like Ags Morphling unit. Like this is also a very good hero
5
for Morphling to have. I
seconds.
think on Zoomers you have to have something that can punish this Ember Spirit in the mid lane. I kind of like Legion Commander here to be honest. I think if you pick Legion, you are actually in a very good position to just shut down Ember, and you now have like a hard lockdown for the Morphling. And just go Legion mid. Show me
Legion
the
in.
Legion Commander.
I think you're absolutely cracked, Ricky. There's no way they go Legion Commander mid. Uh, they'd much rather go instead. I'd rather go almost
Riders
anything.
ban. That would have been a good one.
Yeah, Battle Rider would have been decent.
It could do Gunner's Void Spirit. It's actually not a bad matchup into the Ember. because it's something that he's also very familiar with. Spirit Vessel builder for sure, and you have like a lot of backline catch with it as well. So
Ditto's in the pool right now. He's Queen of Pain.
it's rough into the silencer though, is the thing.
Yeah. It's just a popular hero at the moment. That's the only reason why I said it.
Dude, give me Legion,
I think
man.
Void Spirit's probably best.
Earth.
Whoa.
Okay. Is that mid
Gunner
mag?
Earth
It is going to be
Shaker,
Gunner
let's
Shaker.
Fucking go.
I was pretty confident it wasn't going to be a conventional mid. I still think Legion would have been sick, but
Not as sick as this. Dispel hero who walks around, tries to duel people, stinky boring. Stun hero who gets Blink Dagger early, yes. Let's fucking go, Gunner.
you did also just give Morphling an even better Aghanim's morph target is the problem with the Shaker. So that's something you have to be concerned about. Like, you now have...
You can't live your life in fear, Ricky.
You have so many great choices for Kataro this game.
You can't live your life in fear, Ricky. Sometimes you just got to go for your own draft without worrying what the enemies have got. Plus, they did end up nerfing the Aghanim Scepter on the Morphling, so it doesn't reduce the cooldown.
That is true. Yeah, that was a big deal.
So it doesn't have as much uptime as it had before. So Morphling can't really freely move around the fights like he used to be able to. This is pretty sick, though. I was thinking they need more Disable if they've got, like, Enchantress, Dark Belows, their 4 and their 5. Like, yes, you've got Curse Crown. Yes, you've got Bramble Maze, but neither of those are super hard lockdown. BKB will get you out of either.
Man, I'm sad. The Legion Commander, I think, would have been so sick this game, but...
There is no way Gunner is going to play Legion mid.
Dude, you say that as he picks an Earthshaker mid. Come on.
Earthshaker mid's so much cooler.
It is. It is very fun. I actually have a 100% win rate on Earthshaker mid.
Prepare for battle.
I'm a big fan of this hero. All right, the smokes from both teams right down the mid lane. Ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who are tuning in, welcome. If you're new here, this is 4 Zoomers versus Lava. It is game number 2 of the lower bracket finals. The winner of this series will move on to play Thunder Predator, and 4 Zoomers currently have a 1-game advantage. Playing some ring around the rosy here, it seems, as both teams making pretty much the same rotation.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, they are pinging each other out. Like, guys, they're probably over here somewhere.
Yeah. I like this kind of aggression they've got in game number 2. This time
Wow.
they're going to go all out on Lava. After that beatdown that they just received, they got a lot to prove.
They put a really deep ward in the Radiant Triangle. You almost never see this ward come out this early.
The reason they have this is because they're playing against the Magnus Juggernaut. The last time we saw the Magnus anti-mage, they scattered out the stacks, but they weren't fast enough on clearing them. So this time they're going to be able to see the...
They're going to have their eyes on Frank.
These rotations.
This is going to be a rough start for the Tidehunter. I mean, you can't really afford to go down here, but Bramble Maze plus the enchant, he's stuck inside a maze, and first blood goes the way of Z-Freak's Dark Willow.
I can take care of myself.
Off to a good start. Move ran into a couple of the enemies as well, but he's going to be just fine.
Did he skewer? Oh, he just walked away. Okay.
Yep.
As we were
Just
talking about
walk
the
away,
enchant
please.
Blade Fury, it's such a sick combo. Tidehunter, yeah, he's got Anchor Smash 1, didn't even go for the level 1 Gush, so he just wants to do his best to try and CS here in this lane and try and...
I mean, you only get the gush if you got kill potential. You can threat the enemies. And if he doesn't
Yeah.
have that, then the Anchor Smash lets you trade better with goes to Belay here.
Kataro should have a pretty free lane here top. Into the Magnus, this lane is super chill, so Moo is just going to do his business of cutting the wave here. MJZ just going to make it a little bit difficult for him.
Yeah. In the mid lane, Gunner. I mean, their Shaker mid's a lot of fun to watch. He's going to be probably maxing out Enchant Totem first. But after he got a single point into Aftershock, contesting the farm from the Ostad becomes a little bit easier. Yeah, he's got it. He's level 2. And at this point, you have a favorable matchup against most melee mid heroes.
Yeah,
Unfortunately, you're not going to be able to break his Flame Guard.
Aftershock's a pretty decent amount of damage, like 75 AoE magic damage. It's
Yeah,
not
you
fun
last
to
hit with
trade
that.
into.
Yeah, 2 Aftershocks ends up breaking his Flame Guard, and he just starts clicking him down. But yeah, Aftershock, you harass the enemies and you secure yourself 1 CS with that. You have the bonus damage from enchant totems, and you secure yourself another CS with that one. Basically, it becomes very easy to out CS the enemies with it, and you're always getting the clicks off onto the melees.
Yeah. Gunner just sending the bottle out pretty much right away as necessary. Leo Styles doing the same thing.
What a Legion Commander.
Dude, imagine how easy this lane would be if he was Legion Commander right now.
He'd be trading with him under the creep wave, and it wouldn't look nearly as cool.
That is true. It wouldn't be nearly as cool. Bottom lane, though, Kim chased down by Husky, taken down with one last impetus, finds the kill there. And now they're going to turn their attention. Level 2 Blade Fury onto the Tide. He doesn't have Kraken Shell yet. That enchant's going to slow him down the whole duration, and Frank going to fall as well. Now 3 kills for these bottom lane heroes.
Yeah. 1-0 and 1 on Costa Bile, 1-0 and 2 on the Enchantress. This guy's sending out his boots as well. He wants this to be a kill lane.
Absolutely.
They're going for the jugular here on Four Zoomers. They want a quick 2-0.
I mean, we knew that this jug was going to be a sick pick into the Tide Hunter. It really just comes down to positioning in the lane, and Frank, he has to get to this Kraken Shell, and he needs to get boots online if he wants any chance of surviving in this lane. And Kim doing a really nice job at blocking up these camps now, so there's no way the Enchanters can, you know, come to lane with a Centaur again, but it's still not easy.
No.
Ooh, top lane. Z-Freak thought that MJZ was going to disengage and kind of whiffed the Bramble there, but zoning Bramble maze, if you will.
Yeah. I see chat absolutely losing it, posting the scores of what they think the game is going to be. The chat is filled with digits right now. You guys can be more creative than that, I'm sure.
Top lane, MJZ falling low. Can Z-Free finish him off? He does, but not before Kataro grabs the kill, so nice 1-for-1, and honestly, Kataro not under really any danger here.
Yeah, in fact, he's continuing to try and trade with Moo. He's actually only got 1 point in the attribute shift. If Moo would decide to go forward with like 2-point skewer, 2-point shockwave, he almost might be able to kill. I think you just get Empower though. You need Empower for the Juggernaut from be able to clear out stacks. Unfortunately, your stacks have or your camps have all been blocked. So if you make a rotation over there, you got to do ward. So this is one of the benefits of them placing that super deep ward early on. They're going to be able to scout out any kind of support movement to clear out the camp, and at that point, you're going to be pretty close to level 6 on Ember Spirit, and he's going to be able to find the kill on the supports, trying to deward the camps. That's my thoughts on it.
Yeah, that makes sense to me. Mid lane, look at the CS here. It's 23-7 versus the 19-5 of Leo Style. Overall, I mean, this mid lane shaker, I'm not a hater, because like I love me some mid lane shaker. I just am not sure if it's going to do what it needs to do in this mid game.
It's going to. I disagree with you. It's going to do exactly what it needs to do. Look at him. He's almost level 6 as well. You can threaten a solo kill into Leo Style easily once you're level 6. If this guy comes underneath the creep wave, he's just dead.
Yeah, he's got 3 points in the Aftershock. It is a lot of damage right now.
Yep. As soon as his Flame Guard expires, he's going to start playing more aggressive again. Yeah, it's so easy to get the denies off as well. 32-10 to the 20-5 on Ember Spirit. And if you keep in mind, because you're playing a strength mid, it's difficult to have enough damage in order to bring this guy down by yourself with the Spirit Hero.
I'd love to see an armlet shaker, man. That would be so hype.
I mean, it's possible, but it's
looking to dive Gunner in the mid lane. Nice rotation over from Kim, and he's getting pushed all the way to the tower. Husky here does have the enchant, removing that flame guard, so he's gonna be fine for now. He drops the echo. He's not dead, is he? No, he's able to get away, and Leo Style feeling pretty happy about that one, contemplating a double remnant back in, but we'll just TP out instead. He's gonna come back though pretty soon.
Dyer's courier has been killed.
Meanwhile, Z-Freak
comes in. Bramble Maze comes out.
Jukes right through it. Well played by Leo Style.
He dodges, he ducks, he dips, he dives, and he dodges.
Hey, you got the right order.
Thank you. I've been working on my dodgeball references. I want to impress you.
Thanks. I know I've been kind of harsh on you about it, but it's for the best.
Yo, someone in the chat wrote caster alcoholic question mark.
Denied.
I'm sure they're referring to you.
Wait, what?
Frank? Yeah, the Bramble Base, they do. He's going to go down.
He's going to go down. Yeah, that's a nice Omni Slash. Dude, Frank is level 4. Oh, my lord. This lane is real rough.
Wow. Level 6. I mean, you're level 4 on the title. You just got an Omni Slash. Oh, that's not right. I'm solo down here. Where's my XP advantage? He's now 600 gold off his Yasha right now on the Juggernaut. He has 3.6k net worth here at only 7 minutes in. Now he's shoving the tier 1 tower down with his catapult.
They're going to TP back down here on Kim. Costabile,
He
not
TP
really.
To tier 2.
Yeah, he's not really threatened at all. Just denies his range creep for salt in the wounds there. But
the catapult's going to be fine as well. They can't finish it off. The creep wave comes in. They're going to clear out this tower here.
I think they will. As long as they keep toggling the aggro, they also have Radiant Fort. I think they can get the catapult. Yeah, they got it. Goes the way of Husky. I mean, that is such a important tower. I mean, normally you don't get that very
it's
early.
Not an important tower, but
it is once they take the mid tower. It's a really big deal once they take the mid tower.
But to get it that early is pretty important.
Yeah, Z-Freak just gonna Shadow Realm TP out as he's being chased there by Leo Style and Kim. One of the strengths there of the Dark Willow.
Weaknesses of this support combination. Again, this is why you want position 4 with the disable.
Huxley's just farming their tri-camp again on this Enchantress. He did this last game. He just walks over there and kills their hard camp with the enchant.
I'm surprised they haven't gone over to block the creep camps, but I think they're doing just as good of a job contesting like this. And Costa Pila's having an amazing time in the bottom lane. I was concerned when I didn't see Mook go for any points in power. We saw Oscar do that yesterday, right?
Yeah. Z-Freak, Shadow Realm does come out. He's got to be careful here. Gunner's rotating on in. Yeah. He just goes down on MJZ. Z-Freak to get burned down by Leo Style here in the corner, but he is all alone. And the rotation from Moo, just a quick 2 kills. Yeah, you're right. They got Frank bottom.
Yeah.
Blade Fury again, yeah.
Your Tri-Hunter is level 5 still. Juggernaut is about to hit level 8. Your 3 level safe lane on the offlane advantage is not so bueno.
Magnus is almost level 8 as well. So there is a pretty sizable XP lead this early into the game.
Yeah, we got an overall 3 level advantage right now, 4-4 Zoomers, and it's starting to look like the beginning of the last game that we just saw. Much too early to call it, but for Zoomers, they're looking to play in the grand finals.
Yeah, they really want it. Kotaro's having an amazing game, though. I mean, we haven't even talked about the morphling too much. He hit the 5,100 net worth by 10 minutes. I mean, that's incredible. Like, he is having such a strong start to this game. He's got the Falcon Blade, the Morven Mask on his way to Ayasha, but in the river, they find Gunner, who ends up popping the Echo Slam and takes down Ogre Magi. A little bit of a bait there from Leo Style, but you baited your team in the process. Now they're looking for the mid, and this is what we're talking about. If they get this mid tower, you're in such a rough position here on Lava. The bottom side of the map is unplayable.
Yep. He's got 4 points in Slate of Fist, so if you group up, your entire team is taking pretty heavy harass, and he's only got a single point in the healing ward, so they're forced to back up, disengage. But Leo needs to start working towards this Maelstrom very quickly to deal with this aggression and group up from 4 Zoomers.
Yeah, I mean, they forced Kataro to the mid lane, which is really big for them because, he's not getting that uncontested farm top, and Costabile will head there instead.
Yeah. He's 500 gold away from his Blink Dagger, and that's when the mid shaker really picks up when he gets that one done early. At that point, Ogre Magi and Silencer are just going to become food for him.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Going out camp, so he's gonna fall off for a little bit here and not be as active as you would see a lot of other mids, like say Legion Commander.
Dude, this Legion would have been sick, man.
Yeah. Whatever, man.
If we get to interview the Zoomers, I'm gonna ask them what they would think about it. Okay.
Well, there'll be no interview between games. Between
Yeah.
the semifinals.
You know what?
and finals,
I'm just gonna
because-
DM Gunner. You know, we're cool like
Yeah.
that.
Yo, Gun Daddy, what's going on? What's the
Hey.
deal with no Legion Commander?
All right.
That's the kind of message that you get leave on red.
Yeah, it's true. Gunner in the mid lane, though, does finish up the Blink Dagger, and he's going to be ready to go here pretty dang fast. I mean, the 4 points, Enchant Totem. He's going to start slapping people. It's a lot of damage.
The more thing. All right, there's the Blink Dagger completed now on Gunner. And I think he's just going to drop this on MJZ if he sticks around in the mid lane. He's got Husky behind him.
Nah, they're going to smoke. They want a big boy kill, and they actually have eyes on Kataro here.
That's a big boy
Oh, he
kill.
waveforms forward.
Oh, no. They going to go for it? They don't.
They don't want to risk it. They don't have enough vision up there, and he is morphed pretty heavily on strength as well, so he's not playing... he's playing pretty safe. Oh, Moo ends up skewering him over. Gunner having to hop over his wall.
But
Dude, the shard is so fun on this hero once you have it. And there it is.
yeah.
13 minutes, mid tower is gone. They have their eyes on this Morphling once again, but Kataro just...
He's not
Playing
going full
so damn
strength.
well.
Or,
Yeah.
He's not going full agility this game. He's got 1300 HP, which is enough to survive the initial stun from Gunner. He got a decent chunk of armor as well.
You've only got the 1 point in power on the Magnus so far.
Yeah, I mean he's having a great time in his own lane on Moo. He didn't really think about what was coming afterwards, and honestly, I don't think it's such a bad thing. Goes to be like he's got his Mantis style already. We're only at 13 minutes in. He's got 6.9k net worth. Nice.
Very nice. 11-2, a 3k gold lead. For the most part, Lava is struggling in all of their roles except this Morphling. He is like the saving grace for his team. Like they are pretty much all eggs in this basket. He has to perform incredibly well. They might be able to play around Frank's Blink Dagger once he picks it up, but it's still pretty far away. So Lava, they've got to get active. They've got to put this Global Silence and this Ravage to good use.
Yeah. We've got to get Maelstrom done on the Ember Spirit as well. That way he's able to farm up and keep the lane shoved out. Moo. He's playing nearby Leo style, but he's got a Ribbon Edge, so most likely be able to dodge out to any RP.
It's not easy to take this mid tower. You got this Blink Shaker, but Gunner instead just goes back
Frank's
to
here,
base.
though.
Yeah.
He
So
engaged too heavily onto Katara. That's why Frank was sitting right beside him. So he's just able to pop the Ravage. And if you commit too hard onto him, 3 points of Kraken Shell means he's going to dispel any stun coming off onto him. If you do too much damage, and he'd be able to get the Ravage. So they get something there, and they disengage. And goes to Belay now, putting the hurt onto your tier 2.
Fancy beating you here.
he keeps messing with Kim like he wants to go in. But what?
Husky
Oh, it was
behind the
mid
counter,
lane.
and
Gunner sniped him, but Husky got the kill with the Centaur.
Classic.
This is a pretty solid performance coming in so far from this mid Earthshaker. He's on his way to a BKB. More strength
Eat
means
your
more
fucking
damage.
words, Ricky.
Dude, I never said it was bad. I just wanted a Legion commander, dude. I love mid shaker.
We've got Legion Commander at home.
Exactly. Z Freak bottom lane. There's no way you ravage this, right? Oh my god. Okay, they go for it. They need something. They're gonna take it onto Z Freak as he tries to go for the terrorize there, but not gonna happen. Kataro enough damage.
It was 12-2. You want to kill on the board. They forced the Ravage out. I think Z-Freak's probably not too displeased with himself that he was able to get that.
I mean, they needed to do it. They haven't had a chance to ravage once this game, so why not? And now Costa Bile feels super free top here. They're trying to scout him out here. Enchantress actually has a little shard golem running around, but the catapult ends up falling here. That's not what you want. Moo, the rotation ends. Just gonna bring that ogre right on over to the Juggernaut. We like to refer to that area as the danger zone.
Nice. It brings the farm right to Kostabile. He doesn't need to put extra points into Empower if he brings some kills like that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the true Magnus 3. Everyone has a different style. Meanwhile, on the other side of the map, they're still forced to farm the enemy team's jungle because that's the safest place there is for him. Doesn't have the Maelstrom completed yet. Once he does have that, I think he can shove out the lanes a little bit safer because he'll go through them quicker, but man's struggling for now.
They're starting to fall behind on like the Magnus here. Like he doesn't have a lot of farm, but you also are just incredibly wealthy on both the supports this game.
Yeah.
And that's going to be Roshan. Easy to do with an Enchantress there to tank it. And Age is going to go the way of Kostabile. A little bit more gold for the rest of the team, and that actually puts Kostabile pretty much neck and neck with the Morphling now.
Yeah. He's almost got a Diffusal Blade too, so this will help him tear through the Morphling's mana. Won't be able to go full strength while he's on top of him.
I really like this Diffusal pickup.
Well.
Yeah, I really like to pick up this game.
It's a sign that they want to play fast, right?
Yeah. They just want to fight with it. Like they can't really afford to go late. You've got an Earthshaker mid, right? Like you've got to push the tempo of this here by the 25-minute mark and try and take something.
I wouldn't say it's the fact that you have an Earthshaker mid. I think it's the fact that you're like your carry matchup is Morphling against the Juggernaut, and the Morphling will eventually outscale you.
Yeah. Oh, Yule set up here onto the Ember Spirit. They get the Bramble, and Gunner thinking about going in on the backside. But they see Frank. They scout him out. It's a scary place to be, and instead, you might just lose Z-Freak here instead. Yep, Kostabile rotates on in, gets that Diffusal onto the Ember Spirit. Oh, nice disengage there with the Remnant. Omni Slash just to take down the Ogre. The Zoomers now a little bit of an advantage here, but Frank, he's still got that Ravage. Kostabile just trying to get on top of him. He catches Silencer. The Ravage comes through. He just commits the Echo to make sure he goes down. RP available for Moo. Just pump faking it over and over. Gunner doesn't connect on the stun, but Kataro just destroys the Enchantress. Leo style, he needs help. He's dodging him. And there it is. The inhibit. It's too good at this game.
Yeah, ended up burning down all of his mana. He wasn't able to Remnant away after that one as
they
well.
caught Kataro as well. Moo, he's got an RP. He's going to drop it. In comes Gunner. Frank, he needs to help his boy. He's going to rotate on in. Waveforms away. You don't have the Juggernaut here for the damage, and Kataro able to stun them up for a moment. A global silence even just to guarantee his escape.
So they don't lose their most farmed hero, but they lose most of everything else. It ends up being a 3-for-2 trade. They lose both supports inside of 4 Zoomers, but you lose Ember Spirit, and that's the big thing there. XP Swing does end up going the way of 4 Zoomers at the tail end, or at the end of that fight, but they also, get extra map control. They force him out of their jungle. Now Kostabile barreling down the mid lane.
He's got to be a little careful. He does feel safe with this Aegis.
How careful does he need to be?
Well, Blade Fury does come out. He gets the healing ward. Looks like he's going to be fine. Gunner comes in, gets a great chain stun there onto the Morphling, but there's no follow-up damage, and MJZ skewered to death once again. Kostabile finally does go down there to Kataro. He actually doesn't have Blade Fury for a few seconds, but Lava afraid to engage.
He's got the healing ward behind him, so he's going to be just fine. Pop in your Aegis in the massive heal.
Stun out onto Leo style. They got him. Yule's into the Bramble Maze. They can chain stun him. Wait, he didn't drop the Bramble in time. Leo style, though, gets caught by this.
He's out of mana.
Yeah, it's just this Diffusal. It's so dang good, this game. Curse Crown isn't even necessary as they find themselves the Ember Spirit once again.
Wow. The game 2 looking like a disaster again, and I almost have a sense of deja vu. They ended with 5 kills on Lava game number 1, and they've got 5 kills again this game. I'm not sure they'll find another.
Kostabile is on his way to an Eye of Scotty, which at that point, your Ember Spirit, if he ever gets touched by the Juggernaut, has no game. Like you can't drop a Remnant out. All you can do is hope that you already have one placed, and BKBs don't help you either.
Yeah, you're more likely to get hit by 50% slow, and his regen is going to be significantly reduced as well. Not going to be able to actually shift himself back up.
Kataro forced out of top lane as Kostabile comes up here to farm a real juicy wave. But they're gonna smoke up on lava. I mean, they know they've got the Ravage coming, having just come off cooldown. Silencers, Global Silence just now coming off cooldown.
The only two heroes they'd catch here, though, would be Husky or Z-Freak. Those are the only ones that they're running into. Moona playing a little bit close to them, but I'm not sure they'll get him.
They got an E-Blade on Kutaro as well. So, I mean, if there's a moment, right, where you're going to win a fight and get something back in this game, it's going to be now for Lava. I mean, they have to make this happen. Zoomers, though, I mean, they sniffed it out. They're just playing so far, like, on the other side of this map. They just don't want to take the fight while Lava has these abilities up.
Get the dodge. They can start working towards this guy. Start working towards the BKB on Moo. At that point, they're going to be ready to push high ground. They want to be able to get out of this global silence on the Magnus. If they can get an RP when they're grouped up and trying to commit onto the Juggernaut or onto the Earthshaker, you just win the game off the back of that. Yeah, playing the safest area for them is just the enemy team's jungle. I'm not sure what like the game-winning item right now is the side of Lava. I mean, they're working on Satanic on the Morphling, but I feel like he's just going to get stun locked by the Earthshaker and the Magnus in these fights.
There's smoke top right now. If they get vision of this Ember, yeah, they do. They catch him for a moment as the smoke breaks there on Husky, so they know someone's up on the high ground. Just not exactly sure who it is. They're up here with 4. Gunner just cutting the mid lane. They want to get aggressive here. Move. He just goes in. He gets the RP, but the global silence is there. They pop the Ember. Can they actually do it? No, he gets out with the Remnant, but he doesn't have a TP back up to this lane.
Just barely manages to get out.
All right, RP for global, essentially the trade there, but Zoomers will back off. They will respect the damage in from the Morphling, or will they? Oh, he misses the chain stun there from Gunner. E-Blade combo doing some work. And again, Frank, he's got that Blink Ravage available.
Funny, the E-Blade combo doing work, but healing it up instantly. Hit the Juggernaut's ward. Yeah, they realize the tier 2 is still not down, so they turn their eyes for that one, but they're smoked up behind them.
Lava trying to find a favorable engagement here. Zoomers again putting themselves on the high ground in their own vision. They're gonna get a D ward there.
They might. Gunner's best case scenario.
The Ravage, they catch the Earthshaker and he is gone. A perfect start to the fight here from Lava, but you gotta be careful. The rest of the Zoomers are still pretty farmed, but they will just accept the Shaker and start pushing the lanes. I mean, really sick catch there by Lava.
Yeah, ends up just being a 750 gold swing, almost 1,000 XP off of that one, but that was, again, best case scenario. You pick up a core hero worth a lot of money and one of the major heroes that are controlling your team in these fights. And Kutaro, he starts shoving down the bottom lane. He's going to put pressure on this tier 3. Someone's going to have to get back to defend this one.
Actually walking under a ward here, Husky, he's going to get the D ward. Needs to be a little bit careful, though.
Yeah.
Oh, they managed to catch Kim. They actually managed to clip Frank as well with that Earth Shock, so he's going to have to leave.
Yeah.
Or Shockwave. Sorry, not Earth Shock.
Kim's got a shocking ability.
I mean, you can look at the net worth and experience. I mean, it's kind of plateaued around there for the Zoomers. Like, they have not been pulling ahead. It's just been Lava finding a lot on the map instead, but they've caught the Morphling for the moment. There's going to be the Terrorize, and the Omni Slash comes through. He's just instantly dead. Backside of the fight, you catch MJZ as well. Z-Freak with an incredible catch.
I'm not sure about this caster curse collusion that you just pulled on. I'm telling them they plateaued immediately, finding 2 kills, one of them on that Morphling, but showing off that eye of Scotty there. He's just not able to heal up fast enough. Juggernaut has picked that up.
Also, the Manta into Omni Slash, like, he just burned through all of his mana in less than a second and a half. Like, there is just no chance you're sitting through there. Z-Freak trying to get his eyes on someone. I don't know if he actually saw Kim there, but they will get the tier 2 tower in the mid lane. And Juggernaut, back to farming he goes.
Yeah. Don't know what his next item is. Frank, he wants to get them off his base. Starts pushing the bottom lane into Moo. He TP's down here pretty quickly.
He cancels the TP.
He canceled his own TP there, right?
Yeah, he had to. The shockwave was coming through.
Shockwave doesn't cancel TP. It forces your movement.
He still had the skewer though, is the thing. Like he still had skewer available, so he was gonna see him and then be able to skewer.
Yeah. Yeah, canceled his own TP there. I guess he's just worried about skewering him back and get the kill off on him there. Picks up a Yule Scepter now on Tidehunter.
You don't see that very often.
No, that's an odd grab. I'm not sure why.
You can interrupt Gunner's combo potentially, or you can interrupt the Magnus combo like until like Magnus has BKB. But Gunner, I mean, he's had this BKB, hasn't had a chance to use it yet though. Ooh, that is a nice pick. Spider legs there for the shaker. Doesn't need the shard anymore. They're gonna smoke up his 5 here on the Zoomers. But great positioning here from Lava. They're all up on the high ground. Everything available. Costabile. Oh, Gunner catches him! An Echo on the backside. The global signs are there, but Kataro's dead! The damage from the Juggernaut is too much. That was a blind Echo.
That was absolutely insane. He was way too quick than that.
Big Ravage comes through from Frank. They're getting on top of the Dark Willow. He's gonna fall. The damage on the backside, though, being dealt as the Omni Slash comes through. MJZ. Triple kill for Gunner on the Shaker.
They've lost 3 heroes, and Tidehunter, he was forced to expend Ravage there as well. I'm not sure how they defend this one. In fact, looks like they're
just gonna go into Roche.
Yeah, they're gonna let the waves push out a little bit here. This is definitely the safer play. Look, these low respawn timers on the Lava heroes.
Yeah. Do you think this is going to be Horn Toss for Moo, or do they give it to Gunner for the Fissure?
Moo for sure.
Huh?
All right, never mind.
It's on
Gunner's
Gunner?
a greedy boy.
It is a really, really good shard, though. That extra stun you have from casting the enchant totem from range is pretty sick.
Yeah, the cooldown reduction.
Oh, Zoomer's now a 13k gold lead, 24-7. Costabile feeling invincible as he walks up on the high ground. They actually get the skewer back onto Kataro, but the Fissure just off the mark. But Gunner, he's going in. He's got the Ags. He wants to style, but he just gets chain stunned and burned down.
Questionable play again, not getting that BKB activated.
Yeah. Well, they go with a big RP, catches 2, but a nice dodge there by Kataro. Leo style able to survive for the moment. Costabile trying to burn him down though, and he does. Yule Scepter from the Tidehunter, buying him a little bit of space, but Terrai's catch the Morphling. He's caught on the Agility Morph as well. Needs to be careful. Nice waveform out. He's going to survive, but it's just Costabile just shredding these heroes one by one, and another skewer from Moo, bringing him more heroes as Costabile pops that Blade Fury. Finally gets the kill, but a nice chain stun in from that Cursed Crowd. He's got no mana left. Kataro goes down. Triple kill for Costabile. And they're looking for more. Blink skewer in one. Frank. Nice Yules. Can he actually survive, though? Looks like he will. But the Healing Ward doing work here.
He's taking it on Silencer, but not before everybody's back up to nearly full HP. Now this tier 3 is about to drop. I don't see them be able to defend this one. Ravage up in 10 seconds, actually.
You'd have to buy back the Morph, but if you buy back on Morph, man, it feels like your game is so rough. Gunner, he's going to be rejoining the fight here in just a moment. His whole kit still available. As we saw him just try to dunk someone in the mid, in that top lane, but get dunked on instead. And, you know, what can you do?
The dunker be dunk world.
It is a dunker be dunked world. That is true. Frank comes in. He has the Ravage like we talked about, but in some trouble. Gets that Yules off for the moment, but skewered back right on top of these other heroes. He can't afford to pop. He's just out of mana. Goes to Bile, just doing so much work with this Diffusal, and now Leo style forced out of the fight entirely. They will buy back there on the Tide as Morphling respawning in just a moment. You have detection here onto the move. He pops the BKB, he dodges, Gunner goes into the backside. Global Silence is there. Gonna be able to save this Silencer for the moment, but goes to Bile on the jug. He's still got this Aegis. They're going back in. The dunk from downtown as Kataro goes down, and Lava eliminated at the hands of the Zoomers.
GG called. God, a 35-5 game followed by a 32-8 game. Complete destruction here by 4 Zoomers. Showing off that yesterday it was a little bit of a slip up. That wasn't them in their top form. Their top form is terrifying, and maybe I need to reevaluate this team. I was thinking they weren't as strong as the 4 Zoomers that we knew and loved this last 2 years here in the NA. But the current iteration of them is, you can bring down a TI caliber team like Lava. They're no joke.
Dude, they are really good.
Yeah, defending champions are going to have their work cut out for them later. But these are your top 2 teams now, 4 Zoomers and this new Thunder Predator squad. Costa Pile ended that game 12-0 and 12.
Yeah,
he was an absolute monster.
This has to be one of the best performances that I have seen from the Zoomers so far in the tournament. And I actually want to pull up the bracket so that people can see, where we are at the moment. It is going to be the grand finals. It is a best of 5. Thunder Predator versus 4 Zoomers. Lava will be eliminated in 3rd place as they took Infamous out yesterday. Now, Neph, why is this? This is going to be a surprising game, I imagine. Like yesterday, we saw these 2 teams go head to head. Zoomers kind of choked a little bit in game 2 and 3. I mean, Thunder Predator is just such a damn good team, defending their title here as the champions from Pro Series 8. Can they do it? Can 4 Zoomers actually take down the defending champs?
It's hard. I'm just glad that we get to see an NASA showdown for the grand finals in this one. It's always my absolute favorite. You got a little bit of help in the SA region with Costa Bile replacing Eternal Envy on this squad. But this Thunder Predator roster is going to be my favorite going into the match. Again, coming in the runner-up, 2nd place in BTS Pro Series 7, champions of 8, and a smooth run so far through the upper bracket in Pro Series 9. So, not an easy path, but they look like they're in great form today, and they're ready to get their revenge for that game yesterday.
Dude, absolutely. I'm super excited. We talked about this earlier. There's not going to be an interview here in between games as 4 Zoomers are going to be going right into their next one here against Thunder Predator. We will be doing a winner's interview after the grand finals. So definitely excited for that one. So definitely make sure to stick around for it. But Neph, any final thoughts before we throw it to a break and prepare for the last series of the Pro Series?
Kudos to Costa Bile and Gunner. They look like they're in amazing form. Moo as well. He played a deathless game that time around. I'm glad that they look this good on finals day, man. This is bound to be a sick best of 5.
It really is. Couldn't be more excited, everyone. So definitely stay tuned for more. We have got the best of 5 grand finals. It's going to be Thunder Predator versus 4 Zoomers coming up just after a short break. We'll see you then.